Your AI written content might be tanking your rankings. And it's not because you have written your content with the use of AI, it's because of something more subtle. A new study that checked 42,000 blog posts just revealed what exactly is going on and how to save your content from penalization. In this video, I'm going to show you how to check your posts today, and at the end, I'm going to share some mind-blowing news about AI and digital marketing, so make sure to stick until the end. Let's do it. We are going to look at the timeline here, so you get the whole story. First, let's just check this article from Ahrefs that's still from 2025, so we can see the progression here. You can see here that AI-generated content does not hurt your Google rankings, over 600,000 pages analyzed. But there is some nuance here, and we need to check it out. Especially, we need to look at this graph over here. You can see that among pages in top 20, 81.9% only had moderate AI, while pure AI appeared in top 20 only 4.6% of the time, but also pure human appeared even less than human plus AI. So this is like the first signal that human plus AI is the way to go. Then we have this new story from SEMrush that just dropped, and basically one camp in the SEO world says that AI content ranks just fine, but another says that Google punishes it. And they are both technically right. So this study analyzed 42,000 blog posts, and it explains exactly what is going on. So basically, Google isn't penalizing AI content, it's penalizing detectable AI content. And that's a completely different problem. And I'll show you exactly a kind of one-step check that you can run on your blog posts to find out if you are exposed. So over here, you can see that the results were pretty similar to what was going on in that previous Ahrefs study. You can see that most people create content while using AI over here. So human plus AI. So this is like the similar story like in Ahrefs, but does it actually rank? According to this study, actually the purely AI-generated content, again, has very weak results, but even the mixed bunch over here has kind of very low results, but the human written is actually ranking the best. So the main reason is that you shouldn't check if it was just AI written, but rather was it using generic phrasing, no original data, and had a flat structure. So this is the real ranking variable at this point, because of course you can use AI to assist you, but it's not the detectability of AI, it's more about the structure of your content. So usually if you use AI in your content and you are using generic phrasing, no original data, and flat structure, because that's how AI is usually writing content, then it's really easy to detect it for Google bots, and your site can get either penalized or your articles or blog posts will not be ranking at all. So this is the path that many lazy marketers are using right now. Basically, you put in the prompt, even a great prompt, into some kind of LLM, probably Claude, because it's really good at writing, right? Then you just paste some additional data and then you publish it, maybe after putting on some few touches. But this is going to get easily flagged. However, the clean path here right now, after these 42,000 posts that were studied, is that you first prompt, then you edit that, let's say, AI written or brainstormed article, and then you add original insight, and only then you publish. And I think this is the absolute key right now, because AI already has all of the information in the world. So if you want your content to be surfaced at all in the SERPs or basically in the AI overviews or all of these different deep research capabilities of LLMs, it needs to contain some original stuff. It cannot be just repeating the same old stuff that anyone, including the LLMs, can find already online. So here is a simple checklist that you can check your content against. Basically, does your post pass? If it does, then you can just go ahead and publish it. So first of all, you need some original data or example. Just your own stuff. For example, I'm citing this study from SEMrush because they did the work and they did the study, tested 42,000 blog posts. So this is like original data. Then a specific author perspective, a non-generic section headers, and a conclusion beyond the intro. So I think if you can just go through this type of checklist and create a balanced way between human content and AI written content, then you can actually rank. So if you've been using pure AI to write your content, you can start auditing your website right now. You can use an AI detector, flag all of the content that is being flagged as basically purely AI written, and then start adding these example, extra data, and so on and so forth. This is going to make a really big difference. And now it's time for some rapid fire, high signal news from the world of AI and digital marketing. The first one is that OpenAI just closed a record deal for $122 billion in funding, and now they are at $852 billion valuation. And at the same time, Oracle is actually firing 25,000 people to fund AI data centers. This is absolutely crazy news. And also, according to a massive cloud code source leak, Q1 2026 venture funding for Anthropic hit $297 billion. This is actually pretty crazy, the valuations that are being thrown around in the AI world. The next quick story is about you as a marketer losing more and more control over Google Ads and basically online advertising. Right now, experiments auto-apply winning variants by default. A time saver with guardrails, but one that can miss metrics you didn't think to track. So, of course, before when you were running experiments, it was manual and it would just give you the results, but now it basically tests and then it applies the results of the experiment automatically. This is a big change. Another story worth paying attention to is that a cloud code source leaked. It basically was leaked and confirmed across multiple outlets. Here we are on VentureBeat. It basically exposed the internal architecture of the most actively used AI tool for developers. I'm actually using it every day. Next, we have a really cool story about Gradient Labs. It's a kind of banking startup. And they are running actually GPT 4.1 and GPT 5.4 mini to run complex financial support workflows with high accuracy and low latency. Apparently, they achieved a 98% satisfaction rate with their AI agents. I think this is a really cool thing to pay attention to. Perhaps you are vastly overpaying for your AI models and you could get the job done with something like ChatGPT 5.4 mini and you'll be just fine. There are many other stories that dropped just in the last 24 to 48 hours. You can check all of them on my blog. You have the link in the description. Plus, if you like this video, subscribe to this channel. I'm dropping videos like this every day now, so I'm going to see you in the next one.